Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Chaitanya Ranade. We all know what's going around the world, the situation, coronavirus outbreak, and because of that, none of us can go out and we are all quarantined. All the photographers are basically sitting at home doing nothing, at least in India, in Pune, because like Maharashtra has a lockdown. So I just thought I'll just share some indoor photography ideas with you guys so that you have something to do. Let's go. So today I'll be sharing my first idea with you, which is a levitating card shot that we'll take and we'll edit it as well. So the gear I'll be using is a Nikon D7200 with a 35mm f1.8, and you also need a tripod. So here's the card I'll be using. It's a King of Spades along with these strings attached to it. So what I've done is just tape them on the back and tied a knot, tied a loop sort of thing so that I can put my finger in it to hold the card in place, something like this, and then we'll take the shot. I don't know why there's something wrong with the screw of the plate of my tripod. It just doesn't tighten a lot, you know. Can you see this? I don't know what's wrong with it. It'll work because we are shooting horizontal, so the camera won't actually tilt.
They say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Don't you know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fools.
This happens at times. We can fix this. I think I fixed it. Let's see. As you can see, I've imported the photos that I liked in Lightroom. So we have 6 photos that I've selected from the 40 plus or 50 plus photos that we took. Nailing the focus was really hard, but it's fine. So I'll just show you the photos that I've selected. I like this one because the exposure on the card seems right and stuff. So these are all the photos. So now before we do any editing in Lightroom, what I'll do is hit Ctrl A to select all the images, right click on any one of them, say edit in, and go to edit in Adobe Photoshop CC 2019 and just say open anyway, and we'll wait till it opens. Okay, so now we are in Photoshop, and let's go back to the first image right here. Now just hit J on your keyboard. I think we should zoom in a bit before that, so hit Z and zoom in a bit, and then just hit J. That'll select the Band-Aid tool spot healing brush. So start a little bit above the card. You notice I haven't started right from here, and there's a reason for that. Do little by little, don't rush. Yeah, you can already see there's a little bit of mess up right there, but that's fine. We'll take care of that. Go like take small step. Yeah, so take baby steps. I know, so just go up there. Yeah, so just keep doing this. Pretty sure it messed up something there, but fine, we'll take care of that as well. I'd say at this point just do like small increments. Yeah, there we go, till it disappears. Okay, that messed up quite a bit, more than quite a bit, to be honest. Okay, now let's zoom out. As you can see, there's a little bit of mess up right there. We'll fix that using clone stamp. So hit S on your keyboard or select this stamp looking thing. So now, you'll see how we'll remove this card. So if you're on Windows, hit Alt. If you're on Mac, hit Option, and then just select this area right here and take it there and just align it with the edge of the card, and boom, that's okay. Sorry, so I kept the flow at 50%, my fault. And there we go. And then hit Alt again, select this area, there we go, there we go. Select this area a bit, like select this area now. Yeah, now if you hit Z and say fit screen, I mean, I don't think you can notice quite a bit there. Still, just hit S again, take Alt, do this once again, and I think we're done. This is a bit too zoomed in. Let's come back out. So yeah, just keep doing this until you're happy with the results. That doesn't look too bad now. So we fix the upper part of the photo. Now come down to fix the lower part of the image. I know I'm just doing a rushed job, but you can take your time, just fix each and everything minutely. Okay, so if you don't want to use the Band-Aid tool, let's just try the lasso tool. So hit L on your keyboard, make a selection right there. Yeah, just make that selection, hit Shift Backspace if you're on Windows, or Shift Delete if you're on a Mac. That will bring up the Content Aware Fill dialog box. Hit OK. Let's see what will. I mean, it did a pretty good job. It did a wonderful job in my opinion. You zoom in a bit. Hit S on your keyboard. Hit Alt. Take this. And hit Alt here. I'm sorry. You get what I'm trying to do, right? Just trying to find the edge right there. I think I'll just I'll just remove this using the lasso tool as well. Shift Backspace, hit OK. Gone. Yes, sort of gone. I mean, yeah. And that we can fix in using the clone stamp. Just hit Alt. That's gone. Hit Alt again. And yeah, and I think that's, yeah, nobody's gonna notice my fingers because the subject is the card, but it is quite noticeable. Okay, I'm rushing this a little bit too much. Let's just get rid of that. I mean, let's take this there, increase the brush size, hit all, hit this. I mean, yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, that's gone. Just remove like small blemishes from here and there. Hit Z, fit screen. Yeah, so basically we've taken care of the string. You could zoom in here now. Let's try the lasso tool once again. Yeah. Shift Backspace, Content Aware Fill, and hit Ctrl D to undo the selection, and it does not look very good. So I mean, use the clone stamp tool. A lot better, and as you can see, the string is gone. Hit Ctrl S on your keyboard and that will automatically send it to Lightroom. I'd say just do it. I'll just complete it for all the images real quick and I'll see you guys in Lightroom. Okay, so now what I've done is I've edited these two photos because the rest of them, to be honest, I did not like. So let's delete all of these photos. So now it's time to do our editing. That is, let's say, get the exposure up a bit so that we can see the card clearly, and then we'll bring the highlights a little bit down. Get the shadows are fine. Take it up a little bit. Take the whites up, it becomes nice and bright, and crush the blacks for the nice contrast. So now let's just get the blacks down, the shadows down, and the highlights up. I think it's a little bit too contrasty, so let's just decrease the contrast from here. Looking better. Okay, so now we are into the colors tab. The blue shed is a bit distracting right there, so I'll decrease the saturation of blues a little bit, and these skin tones I can just make it a little, get the orange slider a little bit there and just increase the saturation a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I just want to make the cards here, the card details pop a bit. So what I'll try to do is get the saturation a little bit more, just making sure that nothing else is affected, right? And get these reds also a little bit. Yeah, this image already looks a lot better. Now it's time for some split toning. So highlights, let's see what we could do. So since it is a more like afternoon direct sunlight situation, maybe we could go with like the more warmer tones, and in the shadows we'll just contrast it with a little bit of blue. Like that, I'll probably take the balance towards the highlights. Yep. Lens correction, remove chromatic aberration and stuff. Transform, we could use level to see. Okay, that did change it a bit. So before, after. Now let's check it in full screen mode. Looks good. Hit F. Now there's one thing we could do is use this radial filter. We'll just get this navigator up here, and we'll create a filter just like that. Rotate that a bit so that we get the card in there. I want to get as close as possible to the card itself. Shrink it a bit and probably increase this way. And that's better. And probably get the export. Oops. Hit O. Invert. Feather almost till 70. And now just increase the exposure of the card, as you can see right here. Just increasing the exposure of the card ever so slightly. Get the whites up, the blacks down, get the highlights down a little bit. You can add a little bit of texture to the card, a little clarity. I think it's a bit too saturated, so we could get the saturation down. And I think, yeah, you can hit done. And as you can see, the card pops a lot more now. This was the before, this was the after. Let's check it out in full screen mode. You can see the focus is directed towards the card as we increase the I think it's a bit too white. It looks like a tube light. So let's just go to the radial filter, select the radial filter, get the whites down a little bit and the exposure down as well. Hit done. Okay, now that looks a lot better. I'd rather apply a preset that was greenish night because I really liked that. I think I'll go with greenish night because it looks kind of like, I don't know what it, but it has added a certain texture to the card itself. The skin tones are horrible though. Get the orange back and just bump the saturation of the skin tones a lot better. As you can see, this is the before, this is the after. Let's just check it out in full screen mode. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just check. Looks good. And now we'll just export it. Okay, so that's it for today's video, and hope you enjoyed the editing process and the shooting process. So if you like this video, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.